We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has detected a significant environmental event that will impact the greater United States. You and your loved ones should seek the nearest fallout shelter immediately.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and today I'm checking out JP Saxe for the first time ever. This is a blind reaction because I've never even heard of JP. The song is called If the World Was Ending. I didn't think we were going to go literal on that in the video from the beginning. Like, it's actually kind of eerie, especially living in the world today. As of today, it is 2026. We're a couple weeks into 2026 as I'm watching this. But damn, homie, man, you got me, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, dog. Hold up. All right, we're going to check this out for the first time. It's featuring Julia Michaels as well, I believe. Yeah. Okay. First time reaction, blind reaction. We gonna do this. Anyways, if you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back. 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 40.
All right. Let me get this logo down and pull the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. And if you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World, I've been doing some movie reactions and other stuff over there. However, all the music and the music reactions, they happen right here on this channel. If you want access to the reactions early, there's a link in the description that gives you that early access through our membership. I try to update it every single day, and there's a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released yet, so you can have some fun in there. Regardless, thank you guys for your support. Huge shout out to all of the members on the channel. Let's get the show on the Rizzo. Now, I am watching this from JP Saxe official YouTube channel. I would ask you guys to go over there and watch this video without me, just meaning that what I'm doing here, this reaction video, it's not a substitute for the original. I'm not redistributing the music. I'm going to push pause, make commentary, give my interpretations of, you know, what I'm hearing and seeing. But the way it was intended to be listened to was in its entirety. So make sure you always go support the original piece of work. And let's get this popping, baby. All right, man, we rocking with JP Saxe. Damn, this intro got me kind of freaked out, man. Where the bunker at?
We interrupt your programming. This is a national emergency. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration has detected a significant environmental event.
All right, got to rant for a second. Think about that. We interrupt your programming. Like, does anyone ever just hear the word programming and really dial into what that is? It's kind of interesting to me. Anytime I think of, like, program director, you're programming, I'm like, oh, it is my programming, huh? You better watch what you're putting in there. Anyways.
That will impact the greater United States. You and your loved ones should seek the nearest fallout shelter immediately. Please stand by for further area updates.
I was distracted and in traffic. I didn't feel it when the earthquake happened, but it really got me thinking. Were you out drinking? Were you in the living room chilling, watching television? It's been a year now. Think I figured out how to let you go and let communication die out. I know, you know, we know you weren't down for forever, and it's fine. I know, you know, we weren't meant for each other, and it's fine. But if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? The sky'd be falling and I'd hold you tight. And there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? Right? If the world was ending, you would come over, right? Right?
I tried to imagine your reaction.
they're low-key cooking. Anyways, the simplicity in the piano and his voice, like he has a really good voice. Let's just keep it a buck. But the concept of being through the purgatory stage of a relationship, which is you haven't totally let go. You're trying your hardest to let go, and you know it's not going to work out, but you're just stuck in this like limbo or purgatory, for lack of a better word. And you still think about the person. You know it's not going to work out. Nothing is lined up. However, it's like in the movies. If an emergency happens and something kind of brings you back together, there's still like this little chance because there's love between both of you guys. It's always some weird technicality or weird, obstruction. Like, we can't be together anymore, blah, blah. We kind of get in our own way a lot of times with relationships in general, self-sabotage. But there's still this like lingering love from both parties. And every now and then, some type of emergency situation or like some weird coincidence brings people back together. And some people get back together or it just kind of still fizzles out. But he's in this purgatory, imagining if this emergency happened, like the end of the world, could this bring us back together? Which a lot of times it could. Have you ever seen Shaun of the Dead? Yo, I just did a movie reaction on my other channel, The Shaun of the Dead. And that's exactly like this song could be that soundtrack, right? Because him and his, spoiler alert, if you never heard Shaun of the Dead, put earmuffs on right now, or seen Shaun of the Dead. Put your earmuffs on. Don't listen for a couple minutes. Essentially, zombie apocalypse happens. But right before it, Shaun and his girl break up. Then the zombie apocalypse happens. He wasn't ready to break up with her. She didn't really want to break up with him. He just let her down, so she broke up with him. Anyways, he goes to her crib to try to be like, yo, I need to save you. You know what I'm saying? So it's just kind of funny now that I'm hearing this and I'm talking about and then I'm like, oh, yeah, Shaun of the Dead. Holy smokes. Anyways, let's keep it moving. She came in crystal clear, kind of liking where this is going. Let's see.
The world was ending, you would come over, right?
I tried to imagine your reaction. It didn't scare me when the earthquake happened, but it really got me thinking. The night we went drinking, stumbled in the house and didn't make it past the kitchen. It's been a year now, think I figured out how to think about you without it ripping my heart out. And I know, we know you weren't down for forever, and it's fine. I know, we know we weren't meant for each other, and it's fine. But if the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over and you stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you come over, right? Sky be falling while I hold you tight. No, there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over, right? You come over, you come over, you come over, right?
I know,
Yo, this is actually a really good song. This is really good. I love the emotion in their vocals, but really the beauty in their vocals and what they're saying. Also, this looks like a more current video and song in comparison to some of the like classic stuff I've been reacting to as of recent. And it reminds me that art imitates life, life imitates art. And a lot of the current stuff that I react to, there's a mirror up to society. And I could be wrong. I don't know what the statistics are, but it just seems like with the rise of social media, relationships have been kind of jarred and shaken. It's really hard, there's just all these different things going on. I wouldn't know, I'm not in the dating world, but from an outsider's perspective, it seems like there's more hurdles to dating and relationships and marriage and all these different things. So when they're telling their storyline, it also makes you wonder, like, why do we do this to ourselves? You have sincere love for someone, and both of you guys are feeling the same way. However, you still choose to be apart because of technicalities and little this, that, and the other. And I don't know, this just mirrors society. Like, I don't want to get too deep into some but this really does mirror society and what I think a lot of people could be going through when they break up. And I think all of us have gone through something like this when we break up, but I don't know, maybe things go in patterns and cycles. There's nothing new to this day and age, if we're being honest. Technology, yes, but essentially, humans, we go through patterns. So maybe I'm tripping out a little bit, but I don't know. This resonates, and I feel like it hits a chord, especially with society today. And that's why I just think the whole concept of art imitates life, life imitates art is being shown in these lyrics.
You went down for forever and it's fine. I know, we weren't meant for each other and it's fine.
This shit's sad, actually.
But if the world was ending, you'd come over, right? You'd come over and you'd stay the night. Would you love me for the hell of it? All our fears would be irrelevant. If the world was ending, you'd come over, right? The sky be falling while I hold you tight. No, there wouldn't be a reason why we would even have to say goodbye. If the world was ending, you come over, right? You come over, you come over, you come over, right? If the world was ending, you come over, right?
Seek shelter immediately. This broadcast will go dark in 5, 4, 3, 2.
All right, JP Saxe has arrived. I like that joint. The production was simple and it let the artist shine vocally. It was a very, there's emotion in the track, but it's very straightforward about being in a certain phase of a relationship or a relationship ending. I call it the purgatory phase, like the gray phase, where it's just lingering feelings. Like there's just lingering feelings. Like if you've dated someone longer than 3 or 5 years, just cutting the cord, you have to be a stone cold killer to not feel anything, right? You spend all this time with someone, you have all these memories, all these plans for the future, and it's just over with and you're by yourself. And, some people are corrals around, but there's still it's just human nature. The feelings linger. And making a song about that and then tying it in to, I think, even the angst of society. Like in 2026, that's when I'm recording this. Even me, sometimes I'm like, yo, is this the end? Is this the end of the world? Which it's not. It's not. You have to get those thoughts out of your brain, because these are cycles and patterns and they just keep going. Like history is, you know what I'm saying? However, it can feel that way. And I feel like this generation might even feel that way more than other generations. Who knows? But, tying in the angst of society, feeling like, oh, it's the end of the world. There's going to be a nuclear fallout. There's going to be a meteor shower. There's going to be climate change destruction. There's going to be this. There's going to be that. And tying it into this love where it's almost like this horrific event can bring your love back. And when we all deal with like blind love or just the raw emotion of love, nothing else matters. So them sitting on the floor while there's an earthquake and the world's about to end, sincerely, there's a truth there. Because if you really have that passionate love for someone and it's rekindled, you could just sit there, and look into their eyes, and that's really what matters. So I just thought it was artistic and dope the way they put all this together. Anyways, y'all let me know what I got, what I missed. Should I check out some more JP on the channel? Regardless, thank you guys for rocking with your boy. Support the original content by going to JP's channel and clicking that play button. And I'll see y'all later.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ boys.
40, baby.